Hey guys, Dietrick here, Fitness Quest 10. I've got your hockey tip of the week. Today we're working on 3D flexibility. We're working our flexibility through all planes of motion. I got my man, Coach Jeff Crystal. Look out for him. He's got a bunch of wrestling tips coming up, alright? So check that out on YouTube or Facebook, okay? So, first stretch we're going to do, this is for all the hockey players after a game. I have a few hockey players that want a routine after the games that they can do in the locker room. So we came up with this routine to hit what hockey players, where they might be tight after a game, where they need areas of improvement in their flexibility. So first one, Jeff is going to do an ankle mobility exercise, okay? His feet are going to be about 3 inches away from the wall, and he's going to drive his knee forward towards the wall without that back heel coming off the ground. I'm going to tell him push that knee out over the 4th and 5th toe and just keep driving, get as close to the wall as possible there. Okay, then he's going to replace his feet. He's going to switch up the feet, and he's going to compare sides. See which ankle is a little bit more mobile than the other one. You might have some imbalances there. You want to work on that. This is important right after a hockey game because your ankle's going to be locked up from skating the whole game. Okay? Second one, he's going to be driving out that back heel now. So we're focusing on this back one. He's going to keep that back heel down and just push his heel into the ground, lean forward. We want constant movement between each of these exercises. Okay? So we're hitting 2 areas, the ankle, the calf area. Okay? And then switch up sides there, Jeff. Switching up sides, hit both sides again, just like that, keeping that heel down, driving forward, okay? So that's very important. Hockey players do that one right after the game. I had locked up ankles just from skating my whole life. This is an area that I still work on every single day. Second one, Jeff's going to come on up. We're going to hit the hamstrings next, okay? So this is a bench that you find in a locker room, about the same height, right? Okay, so what I'm going to have Jeff do, he's going to keep that toe up, and his toe on the ground is forward. What Jeff is going to do from there, he's going to rotate his right hand outside of his hip, and he's just going to rotate his hips as far as he can towards the right. So we're rotating those hips, and we're hitting the hip extensors, okay? So right up there underneath the glutes, and he should feel that a little bit higher than when you do a normal hamstring stretch. Okay, a normal hamstring stretch you'll feel down in the middle. This one's a little bit up higher. It's a little bit different of a feeling. Okay, go ahead, switch sides there, Jeff. Hit the other side. So skating, constant hip extension. So we're hitting that area. You need to have movement through each of these exercises. He's going to rotate as far as he can. Notice how he's not leaning forward. He's just rotating that hip against right there. Okay? And you can reach over the top. You can rotate side to side, lean side to side. Just explore. Find where you're tight. Focus on those areas. Okay? Good. Perfect. That's it, Jeff. Good. Okay, next one. What we're going to do here is we're going to go into the hip flexors right here. So he's going to bring one foot up on top of the bench. He's going to try to keep the back heel down as far as he can, and he's going to rotate his back right toe in, so he's pointing towards his foot on top of the bench. He's just going to lean as far as he can into that front knee and reach right over the top. Okay, hit those hip flexors. Okay, that's perfect right there. Again, rotate side to side, lean left to right. And then he's going to take his right hand and he's going to reach diagonal right across and really open up that hip area. Okay? That's perfect right there. Hit those hip flexors. That's awesome. Good, Jeff. Alright, next one. Adductors Skating. I mentioned in another video that you use your groins a lot while skating. Okay, so you're going to be tight there. We need to make sure that we maintain mobility. Okay, so Jeff's going to sink down into his knee, stretch out those groins, just like that. So the foot elevated helps add a little bit extra of a stretch in there. Get a little bit deeper, and again, add in the rotation, add in the side-to-side movement. Find where you're tight, focus on those areas, opening them up, just like that. Feeling good, Jeff? Yeah. There we go. Good. Perfect. Okay, next one. Piriformis. We're going to hit the glutes. So Jeff is going to invert one foot on top of the bench, and you can see he's a little tight there. So Jeff needs to keep working on this one, right, Jeff? Yep. He just ran a lot of miles this past weekend, so he's pretty tight, and I don't blame him. I'd be doing this one too if I was finishing up a long run like that. So, all right, so we're hitting that piriformis, we're hitting that glute, we're inverting that leg, just like that, Jeff. Good. Stand all the way up. Oh, yeah. Hold each of these stretches for about 20-30 seconds a piece. You hit the other side too. Okay. Then last one for the lower body, we're going to hit the quads and hip flexors again. He's going to bring one leg up on top of the bench, back knee down, okay, right there, and he's going to reach back as far as he can. Similar to the one we did on the bench, just hitting it from a different angle. That one should feel real good. Now, you might feel this in your lower back too. If you're feeling your lower back, you probably have very tight hip flexors. Okay, so your hip flexors, they They attach to the front side of your hips, but they also come from the back side of your spine, so they wrap all the way around. If you're tight, that's why you might feel in the back side a little bit, okay? So that's perfect right there. Those are all of our lower body 3D flexibility movements. Notice how he's reaching across, getting all different planes of motion there, okay? Good, let's go into the upper body. This one, we're gonna hit the lats. He's gonna grab one hand onto the pull. He's just gonna sink his hips down and back, stretch out those lats. Do this 10 times. We won't do this one for time. He's just gonna go down and back 10 times, hit those lats. That's perfect right there. Try to get a little bit deeper each time, okay? Good, just like that, Jeff. Then you hit the other side. Next one, different angle of the lats. We're gonna go from the side. He's gonna push his hips out to the side. He's hitting this whole entire region from his hip up to his shoulder and right in between. That's perfect there. How's that feel? Good? Good, 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 good. That's it. Last one for the upper body. He's gonna grab a hand onto the pull. He's gonna bring one leg forward, drop the back knee down, just open up the chest. Try to keep moving, forward and backwards. Keep moving through each of these stretches. Lean forward and backwards 10 times. And that's it. That's the routine right there. It should take about 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes. I encourage all athletes to do that after games, not just hockey players. This is for a few hockey players I want to this particular. But that's our hockey tip of the week. Jeff, thanks for helping out, and I'll catch you next time.